Welcome back to Family Twist. Today we're doing something that's part rant, part group therapy, and I guess part comedy roast.
Yes, this is the one where we finally let it out. All the comments adoptees hear that either sting like a paper cut or land like a sledgehammer.
And for those of you who've said these things, don't freak out just yet. We're not coming for your throat. We just kind of want to lay it out there.
No, we're here to explain why they hurt and maybe help people say things differently.
Exactly. Because there's some of these phrases that have been around for so long, they're almost like folklore. They're like the urban legends of adoption, handed down through generations without anyone stopping to ask, hang on, is this actually helping anybody?
It's not.
And if you're an adoptee listening, this is also for you, because we've all been in those conversations where we just plaster on the polite smile while screaming on the inside.
So consider this episode permission to scream out loud.
Yeah, family twist, now with 30% more screaming.
Exactly.
All right, let's kick things off with the heavyweight champion of phrases. You're so lucky your parents chose you.
Yes, if I had $1 for every time I heard that, I could have bought myself a new identity.
Yeah, and not the witness protection kind of identity.
No, the I don't have to explain my adoption at every turn kind.
Here's the problem. That phrase is presented like a compliment, like they're saying, wow, aren't you blessed? But the flip side is it just flattens the story.
Right. Because adoption doesn't start with luck. It starts with separation, and that's not lucky, that's loss.
It's like telling someone who lost their house in a fire, oh, you're so lucky, now you get to live in a new house.
Exactly. It ignores the fire.
And for the record, the lucky narrative has cousins like, God chose you for this family, or, and this is one of Kendall's favorites, everything happens for a reason.
It's stupid. Those phrases might comfort the person saying them, but for the adoptee, it just kind of sounds like stop questioning, be grateful.
And I've heard you say before that gratitude can become sort of a prison.
Yes. Because if you're always expected to be grateful, then you don't get space to feel the grief. You don't get to say, yes, I was loved, and yes, I lost something.
Both slash and. I think that's the theme we're going for.
Both and always.
And the thing is, we've had guests say the same things, who say they felt guilty for even wondering about their birth family because everyone around them kept calling them lucky.
Yes, and that guilt keeps people silent for decades. That's the damage of the lucky myth.
Yes, so please retire the lucky phrase forever. All right, next up on the old cringe parade. Do you know your real parents?
Every time someone asks me that, I just want to say, well, I don't know. The imaginary ones sure were nice, but the real ones grounded me when I stayed out past midnight.
Yeah, exactly. The ones who packed your lunches, oh, very real. The ones who taught you how to drive, also very real.
But that phrase, real parents, it erases my adoptive parents. It's like they don't count.
And it sets up this false either or, as if you can only claim one set of parents.
Exactly. But in reality, it's both. My adoptive parents were my parents, full stop. My biological parents were also real. Different roles, different stories, but both existed.
Sir, we regret to inform you that only one set can be designated real. Please circle your answer, real or fake.
Yes, that's what it feels like I need to pick one from a lineup.
And here's the thing language matters. Why not try saying just birth parents or biological parents? That's plenty.
That way you're not erasing anyone.
Yes, exactly.
And it's not just semantics. When people ask that, it taps right into the identity tension adoptions already carry. It's salt in the wound.
Let's just ban quote unquote real parents from the vocabulary, okay? Okay, drumroll time. It's the Hall of Fame. Things people say that make Kendall and other adoptees want to scream.
Number one, at least you were wanted.
Yeah, of course, because the alternative was the lost and found bin.
But seriously, that phrase erases nuance. Some birth parents did want their kids but couldn't raise them. Others didn't. Some were pressured. Some had no choice. It's complex.
All right, next up. Your birth mom must have loved you so much to give you up.
Yeah, that's a rough one because it's a tidy story people tell themselves. But in reality, sometimes it's true, sometimes it's secrecy, sometimes it's shame.
Sometimes it's, I'm going to file you under, don't ever talk about this again.
Exactly.
So, do you feel abandoned?
Oh, sure, let me unpack my lifelong trauma right here in the frozen food aisle.
People drop that like it's small talk. Oh, will you pass the ranch dressing? And also, are you haunted by your origin story?
And even if the answer is yes, that's not how you ask.
You must be grateful.
Grateful for what? Existing? That's not a personality trait.
Gratitude is for when someone holds the elevator door for you. It's not the required response to your entire identity.
Exactly.
Adoption makes you special.
Step right up to see the amazing special adoptee. Watch him juggle grief, secrecy, and gratitude while balancing on the tightrope of identity.
10 out of 10. I would buy tickets to that show.
But in real life, it just makes you feel like you're on display, different in a way you didn't choose.
All right, here's the last one that, oh boy, if we hear this one more time. Blood is thicker than water.
That's usually said right after you've explained how amazing your adoptive family is. It's like, thanks for invalidating my entire life.
Cool, let me just cancel every relationship I've ever had because a proverb told me so.
Exactly.
All right, so let's land in a serious place. What do we wish people actually understood before they say it?
That adoption is both and it's love and loss, gratitude and grief, connection and disconnection.
Asking questions is totally cool, but the how matters. Instead of speaking in cliches, just say, oh, that sounds complicated. Thank you for sharing that.
And please stop scripting our feelings. Don't tell us we're lucky or special or should feel grateful. Let us decide how we feel.
Adoptees are not fortune cookies.
Exactly.
They're layered human beings with layered stories, and their stories deserve respect.
If you said these things before, don't panic. We're not canceling you. In fact, these are just our opinions. And we know that there are different thoughts and opinions throughout the entire adoption constellation. But if you're an adoptee listening, do know that you're not alone. Many of us have rolled our eyes at these comments and felt that mix of annoyance and pain. So hopefully, this episode gives you some validation and maybe some comebacks for next time.
And remember, adoption doesn't make you lucky, it doesn't make you broken. It makes you a person with a layered story.
And layered stories deserve better than cliches.
All right, we'll be back next week. And always remember, family secrets are the ultimate plot twist. The Family Twist podcast is presented by Savoir Faire Marketing Communications and produced by How the Cow Ate the Cabbage LLC.